Zoom or something, but no.
Oh, you got the real deal, man. So it's Las Vegas resident Dan Hooker, man. How are you enjoying life in your new city?
Absolutely no complaints. Absolutely not a single complaint. Life is good.
That's awesome. Talk about how you're training. I mean, obviously, you've got the PI facility, which is amazing. But I don't know. Did any of your team stay back as well? Or are you kind of on your own for this one? How's that all working?
I was lucky enough that one of my wrestling coaches, Frank Hickman, he's teaching here at Syndicate MMA. He's teaching the wrestling here at the moment. So he was staying back. He's living and training here in Vegas. So yeah, he's moved in with me, and we're training every day, a couple of times a day, getting chucked around by him and like a great group of guys here. So yeah, like I'm getting some pretty great rounds in with the boys down at Syndicate as well, and just having the guys like John Wood and Mike Powell just giving me a 5 cents of their brain has been pretty incredible to pick up like little tips and tricks of, because I'm an OG Mike Powell fan, so like to have him just come in and guide me and just drop his 2 cents in has been it's been like a real treat. And just the PI as well was just insane. Like the physiotherapists like on tap, nutrition taken care of, doing strength and conditioning over there as well. So it's just everything's been provided and taken care of.
So you knew what you were signing up for, right? I mean, obviously you knew it was going to be a little bit of a crazy experience, but from everything you're saying, it sounds like a real positive. I mean, is this maybe like side benefits that you didn't even realize were going to be so good for you?
Oh, I didn't even expect any of this. Like I was, I didn't even think about it. Like Sean called me like Thursday like midday. Like I'd been across the ways and done my COVID test to get on my plane for Saturday. You got to get it done like within a certain time frame. Yeah, I walked across the road, did my COVID test to leave, like came back, and then Sean's like, "You are alive. Like we've been trying to get a hold of you for days." And it's like we've been, at the Raiders game, and then went up for Volk's birthday and just been mucking around for a couple of days. So I wasn't really on my phone. So he's just like, been trying to get a hold of you for a couple of days. You want to fight Islam? And I was just like, yeah, cool. So I just accepted it. And then everything else kind of figured itself. It's just been like ever since that moment, kind of like a perfect storm, if you would.
It is another month away from your family, though, right? Has that been difficult for you to deal with, or is it so busy that you can't really think about it?
Well, like it would have been. I think I would have got out of quarantine like a couple of days ago. So it's like another. Yeah, it's like an extra 2 weeks, but you're providing. I just bought my daughter a house, so it's like she'll forgive me. She'll let it slide. I feel like she's gonna understand. She's gonna understand an extra 2 weeks, but the UFC has been incredible with that as well. I'm gonna go. So we're here till Monday, then I'll fly over to Abu Dhabi, fight, come back, and then once I come back, the UFC's flying my family out to Las Vegas. So it's just like everything they could possibly do to make this as smooth as possible has been taken care of.
That's awesome to hear. The prep, is it just wrestling all day, every day? Is that pretty much the play when you're getting ready for Makhachev?
A lot of wrestling. There's man, I had some big, strong guys. There's like a real cool group of guys that I've been working with, like Ben, Bill, and Frankie. Just it's daily Shark Tanks. Like it's daily, just the grinds, like identifying like the positions that he's pretty great at, and just drilling him to death, pretty much. So it's just been, I've just kind of getting my head above water like this week. It's been it's been a rough couple of weeks, but I've been like really enjoying it. And now like this week we come right, and I'm feeling good, and I'm feeling I'm feeling very confident now.
And I know you like to analyze the sport and break it down. I mean, is this guy as good as everybody's making him out to be? He's like the new it kid, the new thing on the block. Is he that good?
I don't want to downplay it. You know what I mean? Like now everyone's giving me so much credit for going out there. Like I don't want, I I've seen things. Oh, he's the, everyone's saying he's the next Khabib, and he's just gonna waste you, and like it's just gonna be, he's just gonna destroy you. It's just like, why should I convince anyone that he's not? Like, what benefit do I get from sitting here and convincing people that I'm gonna win? Like, I really see no benefit in it. It's like, I like the storyline the way it is. I'm thoroughly enjoying the storyline the way it is.
I dig it. The storyline after, does it end with us calling you a contender again, right? I mean, before the setbacks, like we were talking title shots and all that, and I know now you've said, hey man, just give me anybody. I want to fight. I want to do these things. But do we start talking about title shots again if you win here?
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt, you're in the you put yourself in that title picture. There'll be like you're in like a one of a two man conversation. Then it's here of this fight, and then it's the Gagey Chandler winner. So it's like how the title fight plays out. It's like, well, if Oliveira wins and Chandler wins, like, do we really want to see that again? It's like so it's like a lot of different things can happen. But yeah, you're like one of two guys that could get a title shot from this. So of course it's yeah, of course it's like a very real possibility.
Right. Last thing for me, I know you're busy getting ready for your fight, but are you also looking for a little real estate out here for City Kickboxing? Have they got you out scouting? We hear about the move. It sure be nice to have you boys in Las Vegas.
Hey, I'm just another body on the mat to City Kickboxing. It's above my pay grade, or that's all that kind of business.
So going off the back of that, do you think Vegas, like you said, you're coming back here in the UFC, you're going to fly the family out here? Is this you for the foreseeable future until the lottery system and all that kicks in or gets away or whatever?
Yeah, I think there've been 3 since I've like not even come close. I think I was like, the closest I got was like number 25,000. So it's like, and you got to be like top 2 or top 3,000. So I'm like not even.
It's kind of messed up. They tell you how far away you were. They
Yeah, I know.
like, no, you didn't get it.
Just keep it a secret, right? Like nah, like I'm actually like genuinely excited with how everything's going and how everything's kind of played out. Like being over here, I've got like a lot of different options. Like my wife's gonna come over, and then she's got family in Manhattan that she hasn't seen for the last couple of years. So it's like fly out to New York, spend Christmas in New York. The boys early next year, George and Frank Hickman are opening a gym in Phuket. They're opening their own facility there in Phuket, and these are guys that I've worked with for years. So it's like a little trip out to Phuket doesn't sound that bad to me. Like from what I'm seeing as well, my wife is Australian, so the border there is opening up too. In Sydney, I might pop down to Windang and see old Joe and train with Alex for a bit. Like the world is opening back up, and there are a lot of different options for me. It's like the complete opposite of being trapped. I feel like I feel like the world is open to me, and it's kind of pick and choose where you want to go.
You mentioned that you like the storyline, the way it's playing out at the moment. Have you felt since this fight was announced like a mass wave of respect to you from MMA fans? I feel like for this one, it's almost like, oh, Dan Hooker, warrior, and stuff like that, which you always have been. But do you feel more so for taking this fight?
Oh, it's not like I'm like relishing in that. It's not like that's not what I really mean by saying that. I'm like relishing the storyline. Is like everyone like throwing praise and all that kind of like that stuff doesn't really bother me too much. Like that's like that can change in a you say one bad thing and and the tide turns on you pretty quick. So I was like, you can't like relish in that too long. I'm just meaning like the general perception is that like
you're getting smashed.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and that feels like I know I'm not. So it's like, it's like cool. I can just sit here. Like the fight is sold. The fight is sold. Like the fight has a storyline. The fight is doesn't need anything added to the storyline. He's not nothing's come out of his mouth. Like he ain't said a word. Like there's people around him saying things, but it's like I'm not gonna argue with the people. I'm fighting that guy. I'm not fighting like that guy over there or that guy in this corner and things like that. It's like he doesn't say nothing, so I don't feel like I need to say anything.
You kind of ruined my next question there because I was going to say Javier Mendez said that he believes Islam doesn't need a finish to beat you, but you need a finish to beat Islam. And I know you just said you're not talking back to his corner, but can you please talk back to his corner and answer that question?
I agree. Was it? Say it one more time.
He thinks you need a finish to beat Islam, but Islam doesn't need a finish to beat you. He could finish you or will beat you on the judges.
Nah. I can beat him. That's like a fact. Oh, that's like how I'd prefer the fight to go, is to like not catch him in a submission, not catch him with a knee or anything like that, and beat him. Like, I feel like that above over, like snatching his neck or catching him with a knee is like will make me feel better on the inside. Give me a warm feeling in my belly, just to like prove everyone. That will really shut everyone up if you just go out there and outclass them. Like then what's everyone gonna say? You know what I mean? Like go out there and prove where your grappling lies in the division and make them look a bit silly. Like that's like my intention and like my plan for the fight. That's the only way he's gonna beat me is by a decision. I feel like he's gonna try and hold me down for 2 rounds, and like that's the plan that will be their plan. Like coming into the fight, he's not like a big ground and pound guy. He's not like a real slick submission specialist. It's more like pressuring guys and tiring them out and like forcing them to give up a submission, as opposed to being like a Charles Oliveira, like a real slick submission specialist that like throws up all these different submission attempts and catches guys. So I agree with half of his statement. I agree with that they're gunning for a decision victory, because they can say whatever they want to say, but I know full well they respect my skills. Like without a doubt. Like I don't know who they're trying to convince with all of this. I don't know. Like now that's a lot of people around him coming out and saying things. Now that's like his manager, his coach, his teammates have like all come out and said, nah, he's like, who are they trying to convince? Are they trying to convince him that this is going to happen? Are they going to try to convince me that this is going to happen? Because I'm not convinced. Like if they're just doing this to kind of construct some like a mentality in him that he's like this indestructible, like I'm not buying it. I don't buy it. He puts his pants on like I put my pants on in the morning. Like he ain't Superman. Like I'm